Hi everyone! Today we are looking at a true multi-bagger that has transformed the Indian plumbing landscape. We are talking about Astral Ltd. If you had invested in this stock a decade ago, your wealth would have grown by leaps and bounds. From being a pure-play piping company, it has now evolved into a diversified building materials powerhouse. Many investors often ask, is it too late to enter, or is the valuation too stretched? In this video, we will do a proper deep dive into their business model, financials, and the road ahead. Whether you are a seasoned investor or a newcomer to the Dalal Street, understanding Astral's journey is crucial. They aren't just selling pipes, they are selling trust and innovation in a market that was previously dominated by unorganized players. Let's get started and see what makes this company a blue chip in the making. Astral started back in 1996 when Mr. Sandeep Engineer decided to bring CPVC technology to India. Back then, everyone was using galvanized iron pipes, which used to rust and leak. It was a huge risk, but his vision paid off. They tied up with Specialty Process LLC from the USA to bring world-class tech to our local markets. Fast forward to today, they have manufacturing plants across the country and a distribution network that is simply massive. They didn't stop at pipes. They entered the adhesives market by acquiring Resinova and Bonded, which was a masterstroke. This house of brands strategy has allowed them to cross-sell products across the same dealer network. It's a classic example of an Indian entrepreneur identifying a gap and scaling it up to a billion-dollar enterprise. Now let's talk numbers, because at the end of the day, profits drive the stock price. Astral has shown a very robust revenue CAGR of over 15 to 20% over the last few years. Their EBITDA margins have remained healthy, despite the volatility in PVC resin prices, which is a raw material derived from crude oil. If you look at their balance sheet, they are almost debt-free, which is a huge plus point in a high-interest rate environment. Their return on equity, or ROE, and return on capital employed, ROCE, are consistently above 20%. This shows the management's efficiency in utilizing shareholders' money. Even during the monsoon quarters when construction slows down, Astral manages to maintain its grip on the market. It's this financial discipline that makes it a favorite among institutional investors and mutual fund managers. Astral is no longer just a pipe company. They have diversified brilliantly. Their plumbing segment includes everything from CPVC, PVC, to agricultural pipes. But the real kicker is their adhesive segment. With brands like ResiQuick and Solvobond, they are giving tough competition to established players. Recently, they have also entered the paints and bathware segments. This is a very smart move, because a person building a house usually buys pipes first, then adhesives, then bath fittings, and finally paints. By being present in all these categories, Astral is capturing a higher share of the customer's wallet. They are leveraging their existing relationship with hardware stores and distributors. This synergy is a major moat that protects them from competitors who are only focused on one niche. In the Indian market, brand recall is everything. When a plumber suggests a brand to a homeowner, Astral is often the first name that comes up. This brand equity allows them to enjoy pricing power. Even if they increase prices slightly, customers don't mind because they trust the quality. They compete with giants like Supreme Industries, Ashirvad, and Prince Pipes, but Astral's focus on the premium segment gives them better margins. Their advertising campaigns, featuring superstars like Ranveer Singh, have helped them reach the masses. Additionally, their vast network of over 30,000 plus dealers and lakhs of retailers ensures that their product is available in the remotest corners of India. It's very difficult for a new entrant to replicate this kind of supply chain and brand loyalty overnight. The future looks bright for Astral due to several tailwinds in the Indian economy. The government's push for housing for all and the Jal Jeevan mission, which aims to provide piped water to every rural household, are massive opportunities. Furthermore, the real estate sector is currently in a multi-year upcycle. New residential projects mean more demand for plumbing and paints. Astral is also aggressively expanding its capacity with new plants in South and East India to save on logistics costs. They are also looking at the industrial piping segment, which has higher margins. As India moves towards more organized construction and high-rise buildings, the demand for specialized piping solutions like low-noise drainage systems will only go up. Astral is perfectly positioned to ride this wave of urbanization and infrastructure development.
No investment is without risks, and we must be realistic. The biggest risk for Astral is the fluctuation in raw material prices. Since PVC resin is a commodity, any global supply chain disruption or spike in crude oil prices can squeeze their margins. Secondly, the valuation is often a concern. Astral usually trades at a very high price-to-earnings, or PE ratio, compared to its peers. This means the market has already priced in a lot of future growth. If the company fails to meet earnings expectations even for one quarter, the stock could see a sharp correction. Competition is also intensifying, with players like Hindware and Asian Paints entering the plastic pipe segment. Investors need to keep a close watch on the quarterly volume growth and market share trends to ensure the story remains intact.
To sum it up, Astral Ltd is a high-quality franchise with a visionary management team and a solid track record. It has successfully diversified its revenue streams and built a powerful brand. While the valuation might look expensive to some, quality often comes at a premium in the Indian market. For long-term investors, any significant dip in the stock price could be a good accumulation opportunity. However, always consult your financial advisor before making any buy or sell decisions. Astral's journey from a small pipe manufacturer to a building materials giant is far from over. As India grows, Astral is likely to grow with it. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis helpful, please do like the video and subscribe to our channel for more such deep dives. Happy investing!